opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now Fields going to throw on the first play. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Throwing again on second down. Fields. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. The Eagles hit 9-3 here on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. They'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Fields. It's caught. Smith. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnose perfectly there.
To throw again on second down. Fields. Forced out to his left. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. Over the middle, it's It's Holmes. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, Fields. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Fields now to throw. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. We're scoreless after 1. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Fields. This is caught. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
They snap it to Fields. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
And the slot man goes in motion left. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. A big play there for KC. 58 yards. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Fields. Got a man. It's Brown. He's got room past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Fields. Being chased out left. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, we talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
No gain on the play there, and bring up 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is complete to Holmes. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Here's Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will knot us up at 10. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot tries to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This time they stay on the ground. Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3, 4th down. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running from the gun with Henry. Room here to run. Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10.
Makes the score. Chiefs 17, Eagles 10. Harrison Butker to kick off 14-6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over first and 10. Their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. Play action. It's Fields. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeVonta Smith
35 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or go for big yardage in here. They got to the outside, turn it upfield, and then look at it. Nice little gain out of it.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fields. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
on 2nd and 9. Fields. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Fields throw there taken in by Smith. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. George Karlaftis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Fields. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The pressure there was definitely enough to make him alter his throw because if he had had time, he had a man wide open and had a chance to get it to him.
Yeah, I think if he had just another split second, that's a completion and a touchdown. The kick by Elliott is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. They find some open field here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Henry up the middle. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led a little too far, brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Henry. And nowhere really to go there. They'll take this on just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he landed it.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Fields. Pass complete, Goddard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. What do you think? Play this safe, just worry about getting OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Going for it with Sanders. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Back to throw. Fields.
And this one complete to Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Now Fields.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
All eyes on Fields.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Sanders has it over the middle.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This from 52, and this for the win. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he's in for the game-winning.
Wow.
With no time left on the clock. So how about that turn of events? The field goal would have broken this fourth quarter tie. Well, the play broke the tie all right. Unfortunately, it was 6 points the other direction.
And how about the awareness defensively? Because it's one thing to block it. It's absolutely another to locate it, scoop it, and take it the other way. Just an incredible job right there.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Chiefs, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.